Hi guys, it's Leah. Welcome back to the Simplicity Sisters. Thank you so much for subscribing to our channel and watching our videos. Caroline and I are really excited about how we have grown so quickly, and you guys have been commenting and interacting with us, and it's just been really fun and exciting, and we can't wait to continue to create more content about decluttering and minimalism. So if you have any ideas for topics you would like to hear us talk about, or maybe declutter challenges that you have in your home, please comment and let us know, because we're trying to line up some new stuff and we'd love to hear your feedback on it. So thanks for watching, subscribing, and interacting. We really appreciate it. Our topic today is how to declutter from a place of massive overwhelm. And I chose this topic because I think if you are living in 2020, you are most likely dealing with overwhelm of some kind. If you are a parent, you have probably dealt with overwhelm in the past or the present, and you maybe will in the future. Parenting is such an overwhelming task, feeling like you just cannot catch up. You can't get ahead of your to-do list. It's just very overwhelming, and that is a feeling that I'm very familiar with. When I found out I was pregnant with twins, I was 20 weeks along in my pregnancy 14 years ago, and going from the idea of having one baby as my first child to having two babies was extremely overwhelming. And the feeling of being overwhelmed and just overburdened and kind of unable to catch up was something that really followed me through parenting. So I just want to talk about decluttering from that place of overwhelm. My first tip is stay inspired. And what I mean by that is to do exactly what you're doing now. Watch videos, listen to podcasts, read books about minimalism and simplicity. These are things that can really help keep you going, inspire you, and start to change your mindset towards possessions so that you can not just deal with the clutter that you have, but really slow the clutter that's coming into your home and become a better gatekeeper of your home, which is tricky, but is possible. So change your media consumption and your mindset towards minimalism. So another thing you can do is just watch minimalism videos on YouTube. There's so many great ones, and you can turn them on while you're working and just kind of listen to them. That is what I do. So I totally recommend Simplicity Parenting by Kim John Payne. It is an excellent resource, especially if your kids are very young. Talks about how they are affected by media, by clutter, by not being on a great routine. All of those things are things that you can tweak for your children. It's not that hard to start them out that way, and it just gives them a really great foundation for their lives. Absolutely love. My very favorite minimalist book that I have read so far is The More of Less by Joshua Becker. I will probably reference him many times throughout our videos because he has been such a foundational voice in my life. He just talks about his journey from being a typical American family to having kind of a light bulb moment about why he was overwhelmed with stuff, how his time was stolen by stuff and maintenance and buying new stuff and cleaning and taking care of the other old stuff. And that book really changed my mind. That was really my aha moment when I realized I didn't have to just keep organizing. I could totally change the way that our family interacts with stuff, with possessions, with items, and I could change our outlook going forward. Another tip I have is to start with the easy stuff. A lot of people I have found tend to delve into really difficult categories like photos or sentimental items, books. Those are categories that can take a lot of time and can be very difficult to make decisions, and you can just find it to be extremely difficult, especially as your first project. So rather than getting into the ones that are going to be difficult for you, I suggest you start with categories that are going to be very simple. So the categories I would suggest starting with are surfaces. So go in your kitchen and try to figure out how you can clear your kitchen counters. This is going to be so helpful for you as you are cooking, as you're cleaning your kitchen, and just the visual clutter that you can eliminate by clearing those spaces will be extremely freeing to you, believe me. Another easy category would be furniture. A lot of people have extra end tables or coffee tables or little shelves that are kind of just sitting there. We haven't really thought about them. We don't really use them. Consider getting rid of those dust catching spots or just put them away and see how you feel about an empty space. Some of the big things that we have let go of have made a huge impact in our space and the way that our home feels. So I totally recommend, if you are able, to get rid of bigger items like shelves, dressers, tables, things like that, especially if you have a small home. We have a 1,300 square foot home for 5 people and a dog, and it is tricky to find a place for everything. My next tip is to get your family involved. It is so important for this to be kind of a team effort, and not only that, but for you to talk to your kids and your spouse about what you're doing, why you're doing it. Help them to see the vision that you have for your home, that you want your home to be a place of rest and recharging rather than collection of stuff. Tell them you want to spend more time together as a family. You want to be able to invite people over. You want to be able to wake up on the weekend and think about the things you can do. You want to serve others. Whatever your goals are, help your family to see that and to understand that the work is going to pay off. And so get them involved, help them join you in your decluttering journey. So for my kids, that meant a lot of going through their stuff, but helping us in the kitchen, helping us carry things out of the house. We did a lot of weekend projects because decluttering can be a long project. And remember, if you are struggling to let go of things and you're feeling that tension, you're feeling those feelings of regret as you're letting go of things, that's okay, because you're learning about what you can do differently in the future. That makes a big difference. Later down the road, when you're at the store and you see something you're interested in, you're going to think about the impact it has to bring it into your home, and you're going to make the right decision when it comes to clutter in the future. So this one is a little tricky because if you are like me and a really big slob at heart and a history of someone who struggles with stuff and collections and cleaning and organizing, it is going to be difficult for you to change your mindset about yourself and start to tell other people about that change. But I think Caroline mentioned this in our first video. It really helps to start talking about your mindset change. So share with other people. Tell people that you have decided to pursue minimalism, or just tell them that you are doing a massive declutter and you are going to focus less on stuff. Start to talk about it. When I started blogging about minimalism, it really helps me to feel empowered. It helped me to think about the reasons behind this decision and what it meant for our future. And it really just helps me to be confident and to say, okay, I am pursuing minimalism. I'm not a perfect minimalist. I'm not an extreme minimalist by any stretch, but I'm choosing to change my mindset and consider everything that comes into my home. So our home is going to not be a storage facility. It's going to be a place where we live. And I'm not going to put our financial status at risk in order to keep up with the Joneses. Invite a friend over to help you. This might be a little out of your comfort zone, but chances are you have a friend who would be willing to come over and talk to you while you declutter, help you make decisions, carry stuff to the car to donate. and just maybe lift the mood, make it more of a fun event. You could talk to a friend and say, hey, let's declutter together. You come to my house and help me declutter. I'll come to your house and help you declutter. It is often easier to make decisions for other people. You can really be a little less biased, and you might really appreciate that feedback from that person as well on what you can do differently or how you can decide what's going to stay, what's going to go. So pull a friend into the mix and ask them for their help. Don't get discouraged. Don't give up. It can take a long time to deal with all the clutter. Remember, as you're going through it, even when it's difficult, you are learning lessons about how you can deal with stuff in the future. You are making progress towards your goals. Things are going to be easier. Things are going to get better as you continue to work at it. It is a big job to become more minimalist and intentional with stuff, but it is worth it and you can totally do it. Try not to be overwhelmed. Continue to work at this worthwhile goal. Thank you so much for watching the video and for liking and subscribing to our channel. Caroline and I are so excited about what this channel could become as we continue to go through our homes, decluttering, simplifying, and making the choices of improving our spaces and making our homes more peaceful. Thanks for following, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you next time.